volume 0%.
Good afternoon, and welcome to a Blind Prime channel update. 250 subscribers, guys and gals. Thank you so much. I don't know really how to feel about it. I'm amazed. I'm really happy. It's wow. It was really cool to see those numbers go up. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. It's awesome. I I'm at a loss of words. It was the goal to get to 250 by July, and now we've reached it. And so I'm taking a few days trying to get revved up for goal number, I think it's 5, which will be 500 subscribers by July, I guess. I mean, I'll try by July, but I have a feeling this goal is going to last until September. So hopefully the Crocmaster can get me over the edge on that one. You know, if you G.I. Joe classified collectors, know what I mean. If it shows up this year. I mean, my Amazon pre-order is still saying August, but I'm waiting on that thing to change till September, like most other people's has. So for this video for you guys, I've been trying to figure out when am I going to do my MP-01 Optimus Prime, which is the guy sitting right here covering up most of my face, and I kept just trying to figure out, like, I really want to talk about my favorite Transformer. And I just haven't gotten around to talking about it because I felt like the time wasn't right. The time wasn't right to talk about him, but 250 subscribers, guys, I think the time is right to talk about my favorite Transformer of all time, MP-01 Optimus Prime, released in 2004, back when I was in 12th grade. I went to Walmart with everything I'd saved up from my summer job and purchased this guy for 80 bucks. Or was it 90? Maybe 75. Look, a lot of college has happened between then and now. So I remember it being, for a person in high school, it being a really big amount. I remember my mother yelling at me after I got out of the Walmart about how, you spent how much money on that thing? And I'm just like, look, trust me on this. It's what I want. It's amazing, and you may get it one day. Is what I told her. But I never spent any insane amounts of money on something unless I knew for a fact that eventually it would become something special. And I wasn't wrong with MP-01 Optimus Prime. I wasn't wrong at all. Look at this stuff. If you can't see, let me twist my ring around so you can hear. Listen. That's die-cast, guys. This thing's got die-cast feet, or entire lower legs are just die-cast. This thing weighs a few pounds. The up here, let me move his arms out of the way. I got him talking to one of the Autobots on his little. He's got a little arm, little cool arm computer that pops out so that he can do stuff. And lower his arms down. Take a look at this guy in all of his cool glory. The entire cab area in his chest is die-cast, and it even opens up, so you can see the cool thing in there. There's a little switch over here that you could turn to make the thing glow. I don't know if it glows anymore if the battery died, but it has that. The head is amazingly posable. I love the head. You got this little button in the back. Like, hello, Blind Prime subscribers. I am Optimus Prime. It's awesome. You make his little mouth plate move. So, when you have him talking on his little computer, you could have his little mouth plate moving. I thought that was a neat touch. Like, I don't even know why that was included, but it's just a neat little touch. Isn't that right, Optimus Prime? That is right. Yes, it is. So, on his shoulders here, we got the Autobot emblem. It's actually molded into there. Like, you can feel all the cool little details of it. It is branded onto his arm and raised up. It's really amazing. Like, these guys, they went all out for this first of the Masterpiece line. Like, they wanted to make sure that the Masterpiece line was something that people knew about and something that people really wanted to get a hold of. And, if it hadn't been for the fact that I went into college and I had to choose between, paying for food or paying for Transformers. And honestly, if you have to make that choice in your life, choose the food. Be smart about it. I know you'll miss out, but maybe one day you'll have enough money to go back and get the stuff that you missed out on. But please eat. That's important. Don't give up eating for your habit. Don't give up eating for your collection. And I had to make those hard decisions in college. Do I need a textbook or do I need a Transformer? I need a textbook. Stuff like that. And it was I had to put life first, is what I'm saying. And so I missed out on a lot of the masterpieces because right out of I got this guy right in the middle of 12th grade, and then next year I went right into college. And then whenever I got to a point where I could afford MPs again, I discovered they weren't doing die cast, and I wasn't sure if they were doing rubber wheels or not. And I had a thing about, like, if I was going to pay the insane prices for a masterpiece of a Transformer, then it's going to be made with die cast and rubber wheels. That's all I ask. And moldable fingers. Like, give me articulated hands. Like, he's got articulated hands. They're not even that articulated. The hand still has like a half clasp to it because only the ends of the fingers are articulated, where they connect to the knuckles. But that allows you to do a closed fist or do like a halfway pointy measure, but his pointer finger doesn't actually extend all the way. It just becomes a trigger finger. But his thumb can move all over the place. And that's what I ask for a masterpiece, is just little things, and including the die cast. The die cast is most important because when you got a figure that's as tall as this guy is, you need a heavy bottom, and this dude's all of the die cast, where I'd say 60% of the die cast is in the lower legs. He stands. When you set him down, you set him down. He is down, and the plastics they used for the rest of his body do feel over the 8 years to be a little more fragile feeling. Like I am kind of careful when moving this guy nowadays. I wasn't so much before, but I broke one of the hydraulics on the back. And hydraulics, let's turn him around and take a look at that now that I'm thinking about it. Look at these. He has got hydraulics for his elbows. 3 of them. 3 hydraulics for his elbows. Now, all of my elbow hydraulics are still in place and working properly. And then he's got 2 hydraulics for each of his legs. And this is where my hydraulics screwed up. I lost one in a move. See, I got this broken hydraulic right there that's obvious. But this other one's perfect. And, you move them back, the hydraulics shift and go up and down inside the tubes. And hydraulics. Why? There was just, wow. Hasbro, wow. When you did this, it was amazing. And, oh, look, Optimus Prime's overheating. Press him down, and his vents open so that he can get some fresh air into his mechanisms on his lower legs. Why? No reason. Just because it was a masterpiece, and they figured you'd want that little extra detail. And these wheels, they've got suspension on his legs. I'll transform him and show you his vehicle mode, and you can see you'll experience the suspension for you. I don't know why it has suspension, but it has suspension. Like, the only thing the thing's vehicle mode is actually missing is the ability for the wheels to turn left and right, and for a better interior. The interior kind of sucks, and it's a little weird. But this robot mode, I tell you guys, I am a fan. I'm more of a fan of vehicle modes than robot modes. But when it comes to this Optimus Prime is the robot mode all the way. The vehicle's kind of cool, and the vehicle's nice if you got to move. He's got a nice, strong, sturdy vehicle mode. You put him in that vehicle mode, nothing's happening to it. And you can move it quite easily. This guy has been through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 moves through my life. He has traveled with me everywhere. He went to college with me and everything. This guy has been my friend. He's seen me through some tough days, as Optimus Prime should. Now let's talk a little bit more about him. So he actually has slight butterfly joints on his shoulders because of transformation. This one is a bit weaker than the other one, but I think that's just because of the wear and tear over the years. It's still there. It's just it's a little looser than it used to be. But they do have screw holes in the backs where I think I can tighten him down if I must. And the arms actually do a nice. There's a 360-degree spin right at the shoulder, and the elbows are not. They're just 90-degree elbows, but they are pretty interesting with the hydraulics. The the lower hand does twist full rotation in the hand, and the fingers do open and close, and the thumb can like go down so he can make a nice fist. If he needs to go fisticuffs. And neat little stuff about this guy. We turn the arm around again, like I had it before. Come on. All right, here we go. You just put your. There's some molding on one side, and you feel rivets, and then you can feel a little bit of other stuff, and that's really cool. All the rivets, they molded every single rivet that this type of Mack truck would have. They're all there. If you put your thumbnail in this little crook there, you can actually bring up this video screen on his right arm. And I remember that one of them has Ironhide, and the other one has Starscream. Or was it Bumblebee and Starscream? I can't remember who the Autobot was, but I do know that he has a computer screen that looks at Starscream. And I always thought, if you're a robot, if you have a robot body, having a computer in each of your arms like this just made sense to me. So we can close that up. We can move that around. Now, on his other arm, he does the same stuff. On his forearm, there is a little hatch that you can open with your thumbnail and make sure to brush all that dust off. Hasn't been open in a little while. And then you can have it completely turn around like that and move his little fingers out. There we go. And now let's see. Yeah. It's not quite able to get there, but you can kind of pretend that he's trying to communicate and type on his own arm, which is pretty neat. It would be cool if they had actually gotten a little more of the stuff in there, but this left arm, man, it is floppy in its age. I wonder if a screw fell out or something. I'll have to look at that. I haven't gotten him off the shelf in quite a while. All right, now down to his chest. So for his chest, you can actually raise up his arms. No, okay. We're just going to move the chest like that. And then inside, you've got a matrix of leadership. And we can pull it out. Come on. Oh, right. There's not just a matrix. It's actually got the enclosed bit. My bad. I forgot about that. So he's got the bit in the 1986 movie in the scene where Optimus Prime gives up the matrix. He opens his chest, and then this part, the shield part, comes up. And then you can reach in and pull out the matrix. The matrix is in there pretty good. You could split it apart. This was, I think, the first matrix that we got for anything, and it's in there well. And then this shield would close over the matrix, and then these parts come down. And the neat thing about this shield right here, if I could talk about it for a second, because I just love how all the little bits transform. This is the bumper. This is the bumper of the semi-truck. And they've made it so that it folds in and becomes the shield that covers the matrix. I just love that. And we've got, talk about this thing for hours. The joints on his legs are pretty amazing. He's got some good strong knee ratchets and hip ratchets. This dude is so sturdy. It's amazing. And there's a reason I haven't really bought any masterpieces since I started getting back into Transformers. It's just that I was spoiled. I can't experience the new masterpieces without just bleh. I need my diecast. I need my heavy metal. These are robots in disguise that turn into vehicles. They need to be made of diecast. I get it, paying the chug prices for the stuff not made of diecast. But in today's anti-plastic world, and Hasbro's talking about, oh, we can get away with, we're removing the plastic from packaging. Oh, great, we're moving the plastic from packaging. That's wonderful. And oh, I'm going to talk to you about the legacy packaging. You bet your bottom dollar I will. But at the end of the day, the Transformers are still made out of plastic. And they could do something with metal. They could make aluminum, have aluminum parts to the Transformers. Not some nice durable aluminum. That stuff's good, top quality. Or die cast or something. Lessen the amount of plastic and include some die cast. Because I miss the die cast. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but in my opinion, the diecast was where it was at with these old Transformers. And it's one of the reasons why the old Transformers have lasted as long as they have, is because they have the diecast parts and pieces. And, well, I didn't want this to become a rant about diecast. This is a celebration of 250 subscribers. And I think I've, rambled on long enough about that. So, tune in next Prime. I got Blaster from Legacy, and that's where we will be discussing the Legacy packaging. And also, I will eventually get around to showing you in a Blindformers episode how to transform your MP-01 Optimus Prime from his robot mode here into his vehicle mode. Because I tell you, the transformation's a lot of fun. And I'm going to be recording that episode soon. You can guarantee it that that's going to be the next Blindformers episode. Blaster's Blindformers episode will have to take a back seat to MP-01 Optimus Prime's Blindformers episode. So, don't forget to, do all the things everyone else asks you to do. And please tune in next Prime. We'll be talking about Blaster and the horrid packaging for Transformers Legacy. Bye-bye for now.